What is happening, my blocked buddies? This is a brand new episode of Blocked Content, and today I've got some Nintendo Switch presentation news, and it's concerning the Nintendo Switch presentation 2017 that we're getting on January 12th. And well, this could be spoilery, this could also just be a rumor, so please take it with a grain of salt, but also if you don't want to be spoiled, click away now. If you're still here, we're going to dive right into it, because this comes from a website called WCCF Tech, and I found this little bit of info, and it says Nintendo Switch presentation lineup leaked. Zelda: The Breath of the Wild to launch on March 17, but this is still a rumor, guys, so I hope you guys are still ready. Are you still ready? Let's do this. So Aeronaut posted this, and it was just posted, so this is fresh off the mill. This was actually a sheet where there's actually information for all the games that are on that presentation, but not every single game, because I think the image is getting caught off at the bottom. So as you guys can see, this is a document that is not supposed to be shared, which is for internal use only. So this could have easily just been a kid that was just, printed this out and, made a picture of it. It's also in pretty bad quality, this whole thing, so I don't really know if this is anything, real or something, but it's still, if we don't take things like this seriously, someday one will kind of, float by us, and it will basically, go unnoticed. So we have to do this kind of thing. I mean, a cell phone photo from the Switch presentation sheet it surfaced on Twitter via IGN France, but it was immediately deleted. Luckily, the website Game Transfers manages to get a screenshot from the sheet. So the whole point that it was shared via IGN France is pretty interesting, because IGN, as you guys know, is doing great work. I love IGN. I visit it like on an almost daily basis. I read up on it a lot. IGN has all the latest game information, but I also love it for, their comic stuff. But IGN France is also well respected. We have an IGN, Netherlands over here too, and that's well respected too. So it's really weird that something like IGN would post out a sheet like this. I mean, that's just insane, right? And it was immediately deleted, which kind of validates, and they didn't make a post about it either, so it's just floating in the air. I mean, someone is going to get fired over something like that, right? I mean, could you imagine just working at a company like IGN or something and then posting this? I mean, just maybe if it was a leak and accidentally posting like a cell phone picture, man, you would be out of there, and Nintendo would sue the company. So that is big. That's a big loss for them too. So the website says that this sheet is for internal use only, and allegedly shows all the software announcement during Nintendo's presentation next week. But it is still uncertain whether the photo is legit at this point. So take this information with a grain of salt, just like I, just said. But anyway, let's just get into what we are shown with this thing, because I think the dates are most important of all. And just for speculation and rumors, I mean, so it says Nintendo Switch presentation from Nintendo. It is the presentation 2017, Nintendo Co-Limited, Nintendo Switch presentation, internal use only, software announcements. And it states the title, the release date, which is really cool, so we can kind of, see what comes out at launch, supposedly, and what doesn't, and the developers. So we start with the first one, which isn't a big surprise, but the release date is a big surprise, which is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is, of course, the new open world, amazing Zelda game that I no doubt in my mind all you guys are going to get. I've played the game for a little while now at Nintendo events, and it's so cool. And I can't wait to play it even more. So it, having these opportunities to play Zelda has been crazy, but I can't wait to play it, like the full game. And it's releasing, it says here, on March 17th. Now, March 17th has been mentioned a lot by people, and this seems like a perfect not really the end of the month, but still a perfect fit for a release date. March is also a really smart release day, because at the time the holidays roll around, it'll mean we have a lot more games for the system, and it will probably sell a lot better than just having a holiday launch for the console. This is a pretty smart move, and having The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild as a launch title, I can't tell you guys how excited I would be, because just imagine that in 2 months, we'll be playing the new mainline Legend of Zelda game, and let alone a Zelda game on a handheld that you can take anywhere. I mean, we've had handheld Zelda games, but this will just be next level kind of stuff. I mean, could you imagine? I mean, I certainly can, but could you imagine? So the second game here is pretty weird because this new Super Mario game for the Switch has had, many different titles. Someone even referred to it at some point as Super Mario Sunshine 2. I've heard Super Mario Switcheroo, just simple Super Mario Switch, Super Mario Worlds, so plural. But on this sheet, it says Super Mario Frostland, and it is slated for Q2, so the second quarter of 2017. So let's talk about the title. I mean, Super Mario Frostland. It feels a little bit it feels both too close to Super Mario, Land, 3D Land, and I mean, a console title would basically be World at this point, right? And it also feels too similar to Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, which is like a a tropical game, like this Mario game set like there's at least one level in like a Mexico kind of city where everything is hot and awesome, but there is ice everywhere. And that was the same case with the Donkey Kong game, Tropical Freeze. I don't know if all the leaks that center around this Mario game all have to do exactly with what they showed in that split second. So I'm not believing Super Mario Frostland. I don't think it sounds quite awesome. I don't think it sounds cool like a mainstream Mario game, like a mainline Mario game. But Mario Frostland, I mean, if it was a winter-themed Mario game, having it out in March would also be kind of weird. I mean, we're just going out of the winter. I don't really know if this matches up. But, thinking about a whole winter or, ice or frost-themed Mario game, I mean, we've always just had either ice worlds or ice levels or ice planets in Mario Galaxy. So could we really settle for a game that it was just themed through, frosty things? I mean, Sunshine did well with the whole tropical island thing, as did Pokemon with the latest Pokemon Sun and Moon. But could Nintendo pull off a game that was just a winter setting? I don't really know. I mean, the Olympic game did pretty okay-ish, but could it work for a mainline Mario game? I don't know. I can see, Goombas with, Christmas hats, things like that, but I don't know if it's enough to merit a full game. I don't think so. So the second one is another game that, was in the official Switch trailer and now has a title supposedly, and it's Splatoon Counterattack. Now, yesterday we reported on the leak that said it was Splatoon remixed. So we're getting all these titles mixed up now, and I'm really curious as to what it will really be called. This is also March 17th, so supposedly on launch, which would be awesome because Splatoon was a great game for the Wii U, and having all that content ready at the first second would be amazing. But Counterattack, I don't know. It kind of says to me like the first Splatoon was that you were attacked or something and you sucked at the game, and now we get Splatoon Counterattack. Now it's finally time to, I don't know. This title doesn't really work for me, and I don't think that it will be called anything like this. I liked Splatoon Remixed a whole lot better. I like Splatoon Refresh a whole lot better, so we'll just have to see. The same thing counts for the next title on the list, which is Mario Kart 8 Switch It. Mario Kart 8 Switch It. I don't really know. Yesterday we reported on Mario Kart Switch, which had the 8 flipped on its side for the Infinite logo. I like that idea a little bit more than Switch It. I don't really know. This really feels more like a WarioWare title, like WarioWare Switch It, right? I mean, that could really work, a Wario game for Switch, but I don't know if it really counts for Mario Kart. And it's still called Mario Kart 8. And I don't think Nintendo will ever do anything like that. I think they will update the visuals just enough to not say, hey, this is Mario Kart 8, but, all the content. I think they will just package it as a new game. That would be the smartest thing, I think. So the next one is getting me very excited because it's Q2, the second quarter of this year, for Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo Switch. Now, that would be insane because it means that in that, presentation, we will get a, trailer for Super Smash Bros. I mean, we've never just gotten an announcement with a picture. Sakurai always brings the goods. So, hope this is true. Hope Sakurai brings the goods. Then we get Pikmin World on March 24th. Which is weird because it just comes out a little bit later than launch. I don't know if Nintendo would go for that, but Pikmin World is a very good title to me. I mean, it sounds awesome. Pikmin World, I think one of the previous leaks called it Pikmin Wars, which sounded weird. I mean, that doesn't really fit that universe, but Pikmin World, yeah, for sure. If it was more like a multiplayer experience, I could really see something like that happening. Now the next game is Minecraft Nintendo Switch Edition for 2017, so no specific date. And I think that this could end up working. I mean, Xbox has been lending Minecraft franchise to Nintendo for, the previous Wii U iteration, which also had some Mario content, so why not? I think it is perfectly possible that Mojang is doing stuff like this. So, Dragon Quest XI for 2017, I think this was already announced, so this is not anything new. And then we also get the obligatory Super Mario RPG Rabbids Invasion. Now, this is pretty weird because it has Rabbids Invasion spelled like it is one Rabbids Invasion on the Mario universe. But I think, remove that thing and it will just be Rabbids Invasion, like an invasion of many rabbits. I don't know, that was just something that I noticed, a grammatical error kind of thing. But March 17th, so launch for this game. Everyone is kind of expecting this game from Ubisoft to be launch. And to tell you the truth, I don't know if this thing is real. I mean, maybe someone made it up and now everyone's rolling with it and then we'll laugh because it was never a real thing. I would love that to happen, honestly. The next game on the list is Assassin's Creed Egypt for March 24th. And Assassin's Creed Egypt, we've never heard about this game before. Assassin's Creed is an awesome franchise, doing good stuff. The movie was not that good, but Ubisoft is, hitting it out of the park with these games. They have a really good, steady fan base. Assassin's Creed Egypt sounds awesome. I mean, it fits the franchise, it fits the settings, and I don't think that we've ever had anything close to that, but it would work. But would it really be a Nintendo Switch almost like launch title if we've never heard about this thing? I don't think so. I don't think that will happen. The next one is The Elder Scrolls Skyrim Special Edition, which will also be available at launch, according to this leak from Bethesda Softworks. Yeah, I think from the trailer we can already glean that Bethesda will bring Skyrim to the Switch. I mean, you can't just show it in a trailer and never do anything with it, so I'm on board for this one for sure. So NBA 2K17, if you want to know my thoughts on NBA 2K17, please check out the video where I list 25 things for the Nintendo Switch presentation that are my predictions for a bingo. Just that was a video that I posted a few days ago. Check it out if you want my thoughts. FIFA, same thing. I don't care anything. I just care at all. Just Dance is there at the bottom, and that is it for this list. So I want to know from you guys, which game do you think is real on this list? Do you think this whole thing is real? Do you think it's super fake? Let me know if it's super fake. I always love to read those kind of comments of you guys being, oh man, that's fake. It was leaked 2 months ago that was fake. I mean, nothing is true until Nintendo says that it's true, you guys. So I'm still wondering with all these leaks, is the Rabbids game real? Is, really this thing Frostland, or is it some sort of Mario Switcheroo, or is it some sort of Mario Switch, or is it Sunshine 2? I don't know. At this point, we all don't know. There's nothing for certain. There's no leaks that are legitimized by Nintendo, and as long as that doesn't happen, it is not legit. But it's just speculation. I love the speculation of the presentation, if you know what I'm saying. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're new to Block Content, which you probably are because we don't have all that much subscribers, we're just starting out, but I'm very happy that we're growing so steadily. I'm so happy because seeing it grow every single day makes me so happy. So hit the subscribe button if you've not done that already. It will mean that you get all this awesome Switch news right there on your doorstep, and I'll deliver it. I'll hand deliver it to you if you want that. So thank you so much for tuning in. This was Block Content, and if you want more Nintendo Switch news, it is always just around the corner. See you guys later.